the star of 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After. Rob Warne mistreated Sophie Sierra during their relationship, but he has already moved on and found a new lover. The first time fans saw Rob from Los Angeles and Sophie from London was during Season 10 of 90 Day Fiancé. As a professional influencer, Sophie made a social media connection with Rob. Rob was used to getting direct messages on Instagram from women because he was an actor and model. He disclosed that he had experienced trauma as a child over female attention. When he grew older and began to attract attention from women, he developed an addiction to feeling wanted. Rob's dating of Sophie was unfair because, in order to feel satisfied, he was simultaneously pursuing attention from other women. Despite his inability to be a one-woman guy, Rob married Sophie. Sophie attempted to fire Rob for his infidelity by trying to vacate their flat. Presumably, she didn't quit their relationship since she wanted to stay in the United States and pursue her career goals as well as make new acquaintances. Since Sophie began to believe that Rob had never physically cheated on her, the pair did make an effort to reconcile. When Rob and Sophie were still dating virtually, they had their first affair. An anonymous user on social media had sent him some messages, and it appeared that the user had told Sophie everything. Sophie knew Rob hadn't stopped cheating even if she had already forgiven him at the time. Rob claimed the conversations were from before Sophie arrived in Los Angeles, despite her seeing some disgusting videos on his phone. After they were married, Sophie checked through Rob's phone once more and discovered that, contrary to what he had stated, he had messaged 50 women on Instagram for the first time. Rob knew that Sophie was a spoilt little girl. She had told him about her upbringing, how her affluent grandpa had allowed her to attend prestigious schools and have servants at her disposal. Even though Sophie had just relocated to Los Angeles on a K-1 visa and had lived with Rob for a few months, she anticipated Rob to have made arrangements for better living conditions for them because they were getting married. Instead, Sophie was forced to reside in a flat with a common, foul-smelling bathroom that was separated from the main home. Sophie said to the cameras, "It's definitely not like a normal situation of having a toilet outside." Rob lacked even enough bedding. Sophie was seen complaining to Rob about her poor quality of sleep and suggesting that she acquire a duvet. Sophie disclosed that she lacked even a quilt for her bed. Sophie's need for a duvet caused Rob and her to dispute. Just by asking for a duvet, Sophie knew Rob was in a terrible mood, but he dismissed her request as stupid. The most he could have done to make Sophie feel at ease, even though she was willing to stay with him in the one-room studio, was to provide her a duvet. After getting married, Rob and Sophie relocated to Austin. Although Sophie didn't appear to have any problems in his new area, she wasn't able to stay there for very long. When she found out Rob had cheated on her on social media with more than one woman, as he had stated, she left his flat. Sophie became friends with Kay, a woman who welcomed her into her house, where it appears Sophie still resides. After Sophie moved in with Kay, Rob confided in a friend that he was concerned that she was cheating on her. In addition to his problems with commitment, Rob had also been aggressive with Sophie. Rob's mother, Claire Cheshire, made Rob's alleged abuse of Sophie public by posting upsetting recordings of him threatening to take away and break her phone while Sophie begs and sobs in the background. One such video was published by Mary Pants. More recently, during the 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever During Season 8 Tell-All, Reddit user Rakalera discovered a reel in which Sophie was speaking with a fan. "Actually, I have a ton of receipts. Additionally, there are videos if you conduct research online." Sophie seemed to be alluding to the recordings that Claire had uploaded that revealed Rob's frightening side. Sophie was attempting to justify to the admirer her decision to stay with Rob in spite of his infidelity. What the fan witnessed on 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, according to her, was a trauma response. Because of her experiences at home, Sophie disclosed that she suffered from severe depression. She informed the fan that if they had never experienced abuse, they would never comprehend what she was talking about. She went on, "But sure, defend an abuser just because you don't like how I look on TV.